Right. Hello gents, I've got the 5th update for you on my Airfix 124 scale Hawker Siddeley Harrier GR Hawker Siddeley Harrier Ground Attack and Reconnaissance Mark 1A. But before I do the old update, usual business of shout outs to Model Pro 72 Lenny. Lenny, great work on your Sunderland, Lenny. Top notch work, mate. Aaron Newlands. No, hang on. Model Pro 72 Lenny. Basic Modelling Rob. Aaron Newlands. Atomic Dog 32 Brian. Alex Modelling. Keowen Lewis. Making Models Again Gary. Shane Highland. Waterloo. Shane Highland. Shane Highland. Marco Creo and Lewis. Shane Highland. Making Models Again Gary. Shane Highland. Mark O'Neill. Nigel Wells. Cohen C. Nigel Wells, Cohen C, Waterloo, 745, Warren Blatch, Lon, 757, Pete, Vaz Guy and Spytech, RSDV, Callum Wilding, Master HQ, Dead Ram, Tom, Mr. Master Dead Ram, Tom, AZ Kits, Mr. Z Kits, AZ Kits, Airfix Freak, Mr. Airfix Freak, Andrew Coins, Andy Model, Miss Mosquito WS, Trainboy 220, Golden Eagle, Crazy Kit Builder, Cool Fan JU, Child Modeler, James Day, James Dove 64, Crazy Kit Builder, Crazy Modeler, Hobby Modeler, UK Scale Modeler, Mr. Models. Do look forward to your next video. Paul Marsh, Engineering Outside, Musvv, Stephen M, Engineering Dotson, Musvv, Stephen M, Dan Ely Modelling, and Scrappy 90 and Scrappy Cat 1960s. And no, just Dan and Dan Ely Modelling. First shouts to Dan, Max, Marion, Ellie, Mia, Kelsey, Kira. Dan, Max, Marion, Ellie, Mia, Kelsey, Kira, Chloe, Mum, Hayley, Billy, June, Greg, Lynn, Lenny, Ashley, Alex, Andrew, Gavin, George, Tom, Tristan, John, Joe, Sam, Caroline, Luke, Lisa, Lucy, Louie, Debbie, Diggs, Nan, Nico and Charlotte. Speak to you. See you soon. Right, update for you, Harrier. Where do I start? Because, gentlemen, I've got quite a lot done on it since I've got quite a lot done on it since the last update. So I'll start off with the big bit first. Get that out of the way. Right, as you can now probably see, gents, I've now added the cockpit. I've now assembled the cockpit, the front wheel bay, and the engine cushion, and the air intake. The front engine cushion, the cockpit, the front wheel bay, and the engine cushion, as well the engine cushion and engine mount, as well into the fuselage, The engine mount is is medium sea grey, same colour as the engine, same colour as the fuselage, and the engine cushion is 56 aluminium. Is 56 aluminium. So that's those two components. Fit cockpit, and I've also added the wheel door to the starboard fuselage half. Fit all components I've just mentioned. And as you can see, I've also added the air intake to the fuselage as well. All the components I've just listed were the cockpit fitted for. All components fit fine. That's the cockpit fitted fine. The front wheel bay fit fine. The front wheel bay and starboard wheel door fit fine. The engine cushion fitted fine, and the engine mount also fitted fine. Let's give you a look. So yeah, there's the air intake, and that's the inside the cockpit. All this lot, that cockpit fit fine. All this fitted dead fine. No steps, no gaps, no nothing. So yeah, that's the fuselage with some of the interior parts inserted into it. So we'll give you a neck. Alright, that's that. Next part of the update. Just consult my manual a minute. Right, next part of the update, because I've got quite a lot into it. Now I'm going to do this in pairs. Now, as you can now see, I've also assembled the front, two here. As you can see, I've assembled the thrust vectoring nozzles. These are the first two of four of the first of the four. These are the two starboard side nozzles. So you can see two of the nozzles that I've assembled. The nozzles, no steps, no steps or gaps at all on either of them, and I've checked them right the way through for steps and gaps, and there aren't any. So good fit on these. The only thing I will say is on the on the 148 ones and the 172 ones, they have these in two bits. So you get these are in halves, and also you get these ducting blades are also in halves. Well, with this it's slightly different. These two bits are in half, but then these two ducting bits here are one piece. So the way you do it, I had to do it was I glued these two pieces here, these two ducts to the bottom bit, and then you squeeze, and then you glue the top bit on. But you have to line these up. You have to line these up both ends, so that for the top end and the bottom end. So yeah, they're the first two. They're the starboard side. These are two of the four thrust vectoring nozzles. Give you a couple of seconds on them. And then these are the other thrust vectoring nozzles. So yeah, Same as the other two. Good fitters, no steps, no gaps. Same procedure fitting the ducting bits. These two, the ducting bits here, and here, there, and there. So yeah, they're the thrust vectoring nozzles. There's the thrust vectoring nozzles. Give you a couple more minutes of them. Right, then I also managed to get the front wheel assembled. Now, as you can see, the front wheel is painted. Well, and is painted and assembled. The way I did this is I put that bit together, put the bottom half of the wheel together, and I basically put the whole of the wheel together, and then of course the whole wheel together. The actual leg part of the wheel, the actual landing gear leg, is 127. Is 127. I can't remember. 127. I can't remember the shade of grey. It's 127, but I can't remember the shade of grey that it is. 127, but it's 127 grey, but I can't remember the shade of it. So yeah, the wheel hubs, the actual wheel, the rims of the wheel are 127, but the outer edges are matte black, same as the tyre. And then the little light there, the outside that you can see is what is satin 85 acrylic, 85 satin coal black, and the inside of it that's behind the landing light, behind the actual bolt, the actual lens, is 191 chrome silver. So we'll give you a bit of time on the I'll give you a bit of time on the front wheel leg. Now the rear leg. Right, now as you can see, I've also assembled the rear leg, the twin rear leg. Same same operation. I glued the well, what I did, I painted the bit that the wheels go onto first, which is I painted the 127 grey and Humbrol 127 grey and Humbrol 127. I can't remember what shade of grey it is though. And then the actual axles that cover the wheel, that are covered up by the wheels, were 191 chrome silver. And then the wheels itself, the hubcaps I painted in 127, same as this piece. And then the actual rims are 127, but the outer edges on both sides are painted black, and then the actual wheel nut in the middle, and then the middle wheel nut in the middle, and the middle, and then the bit, and then the hub, and the wheel hub, and the wheel hub cap, and the hub cap is painted black. As you can see black dots. Those black dots are the are a decal. Are the two dots on the wheel on the other side, on each wheel are a decal. They are representing the wheel nuts, the wheel nuts that you tighten, that you tighten on, that you lock the wheel on with, and obviously when you undo them, if you undo them, the wheel comes off. So yeah, that's the decal. Those dots there, same there, and then That's the wheel. That's the wheel assembly. Tote. That's the tote. That's the wheel assembly. Couple more minutes. Right. Next bit. Right. As you can now probably see, I've now also assembled. As you can now probably see, I've also said. Right. Sorry, chaps. The video cut out for some stupid reason. Right. As I was saying. As you can see, I've also assembled the rear wheel, twin wheel housing. Procedure was that I glued this top piece on. I glued this bit to this plate here, to this flat piece here, to this plate here, and then I added this bulkhead onto this flat bit here, and then I added these two bulkheads afterwards. Colours, as you can see at the front, it's Humbrol 56, which is Humbrol 56 aluminium, all the way around the front, there, and there. On the back, it's Humbrol 165, Humbrol acrylic 165, Humbrol satin 165, medium sea grey, and on the inside it's satin again 196 light aircraft grey on that bit. All right. Good. Right. Right. Sorry, chaps. Camera cut again. Right. So I'll just give you a couple more minutes on the wheel housing thing. Right. Good. Next assembly, and quick because this thing likes to cut out. Right. As you can probably see, I've now completely assembled the port and starboard ailerons. The port and starboard elevate horizontal stabilizers. Construction was rather simple. The top bit comes in all one piece, practically all one piece, except the bottom bit here. That's the only separate piece that you have to glue in. Actually, the top half of it and the majority of the bottom half of it are all one piece, all except this bit here that you add separately, that you're assembling, and then the only other separate piece is you add these two bits here, with this peg and the square nut on the bit on the bottom. So yeah, that's the horizontal. They're the horizontal stabilizers, chaps. Give you a couple more minutes of them. So obviously now I'm going to have to quickly shift because this thing, I don't know if this thing is going to cut itself. If this is going to cut out again. So 3, 2, 1. Change assembly. Right, the next assembly that I've managed to also assemble is this. Now I've also managed to Now as you can see, I've also assembled the fuselage mounted pylon. The pylon that's mounted on the center, the fuselage mounted pylon. Sorry chaps, it cut out again. So as I was saying, that's the fuselage mounted pylon Basically all I did was glued it together, no steps, no gaps. Couple more minutes, couple more seconds actually. 3, 2, 1, change. Right. Right. The next piece I've assembled is this. Is the vertical stabilizer. As you can now see, I've assembled the vertical stabilizer, and I've assembled the vertical stabilizer with the rudder. Assembled the rudder. 3-piece construction. You got these two. You get these two. These two are halves, and then the third bit is the actual rudder itself. Went together fine. No steps, no gaps, no nothing of that nature. Right. 3. Right. So that's that side. That's that side. That side. That side. Right. That's the rudder. That side. That side. Now I'm going to change it because I don't want it. Because gents, I don't want you to have a look at my work. It's what I want. I want to show you my work as quickly as I want to show you my work, but I won't want to spend too on it because if this camera cuts out again, this video is going to go. This video is going to take long because of the fact that the camera's been cutting out a few times. Right. Right then. So next 2 pieces. Right. Now, as you can probably see, I've now assembled this piece here. Now this piece here, I don't know what it's called, but what I do know I don't know what it's called, but what it's for is when the front gear is lowered and the landing gear door and the landing gear doors open, the gear comes down, and then this thing also comes down. So I presume it's it's probably the shit, you know, the back bit of the wheel, the back wheel door, the back wheel door that's covered up by the wheel leg. So as you can see, I've assembled the back wheel door and its retracting mechanism, and its retracting and lowering mechanism. Right. So that's that side. That's that side. Right, now the second piece is, of course, it's the air brake. It's the air brake and its housing. That piece went together, no problems, no steps, no gaps. Same with this. This went together absolutely fine. No steps, no gaps at all on that side or that side. Same with the other piece. So yeah, that's the air intake, the air brake rather. Right. Three, two, one, change. Right, and then for the final pieces, and then now we're coming to the end, gents. It was I could have all got this in on the first video had it not cut, and on the first, you know, I could have got all this in had it not cut out, but it did. Right, as you can now probably see, gents, I've now assembled the two 30mm Aiden cannons. The two 30mm Aiden cannon packs, Aiden cannons. This bit is all one. Both of these are all one. The majority of it is all one piece. The only additions that you have to make are the barrel at the end. So that bit, that's that piece there, and this piece there. These two pieces that I'm these two pieces that are right at the end. Fit wise, both of them, there's no steps on either of them. There's no steps or gaps on either of them, so from that point of view, they're good fitters. Alright. Change. Right. Change to the last piece. The last piece is right. So as you can now see, I've assembled the rear, the starboard side, rear to the rear, the starboard side rear wheel, starboard side rear wheel door, rear wheel doors, rear. Sorry, gents, laptop cut out again. As I was saying, as you can see, I've now assembled the starboard side rear wheel door. On this side, it's plain. On this side, it's plain because obviously this is going to be painted the aircraft, the colour of the aircraft, the underside colour of the aircraft. On the inside, as you can probably see, it's painted 1/9. You can see it's painted. I painted it up in Humbrol acrylic satin 196 medium, 196 light aircraft grey. And I also, before I painted it up aircraft grey, I attached these two hinges. So you give you a couple. So I'll give you a couple more seconds on that. Right. 3, 2, 1. Right. So yeah, that was my update video. Sorry, I had to cut the camera. Sorry that the camera was that the video was interrupted so many times. I'm hoping this won't add up too long, chaps. The minutes on this aren't going to be too long. So I suppose you're wondering when you will next see it. Well, you won't see it till now I've inserted the rear wheel bay into the rear of the fuselage, the rear wheel bay and the starboard wheel door into the fuselage, the inside part of the air brake, because the air brake comes in pieces. The bit I showed you is the outside. The bit that needs to go into the inside. Then I also need to add the starboard elevator with its locking house, with its locking, with its position and its locking and its positioning mechanism, because the piece that needs that help. See, the way that they've done it is, chaps, is you glue the piece in, but the actual mechanism, that bit there goes into a piece that's got a square cutting, and then that way it allows you to turn it, but it locks that square bit in place, but it allows you to turn the elevator, if you see what I mean. And then the only thing that I'll do on the airframe is install the Pegasus engine. Then I will assemble the port side air intake, one of the ailerons, the wingtips, and then it won't be till I've installed the port side air intake and the engine cushion and the bits that go on the back of the fuselage just behind the just go behind the thrust vectoring nozzles, and it will also possibly be and it possibly won't be till after the port and starboard side, the port side, front and rear wheel legs. All right. Right. So yeah. So that's what. So you've seen. So you've seen my progress. You've seen the process, even though it's been interrupted. You now know when the next update won't be till. So basically, all that needs to be said now is. All that needs to be said now is paint your hands and face, glue on your hands and face, paint your hands and face, paint your hands and face, glue on your hands and face, paint your hands and face, glue on your hands and face. Don't annoy parents, be good for them. Stay safe, be happy, have fun and enjoy modelling, and until the next video, which I don't know when it'll be. Till the next video, which I don't know when it'll be. Thank you for watching this video. Don't know when it'll be. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See you guys on the next video, and I'm sorry about the camera cutting out. Alright? So I'll see you guys on the next video. On my next video, which hopefully won't be in parts. Alright? But I'll merge this all together though, gents. So this won't be in parts. This will be one big video. This will be all the clips that I filmed, and then I'll merge it with Windows Movie Maker. Alright? Good. Alright? Good. Right. See you guys on the next video. See you guys on the right. Good. See you on the next video, then, gents. Alright? Good. Bye, gentlemen. Bye, gents. Bye, gentlemen. Bye, gents. Bye. Bye, bye. Bye, gentlemen. Bye. Bye, gents. Bye.